Do you want to know how your taxes are keeping you from your life purpose? I'm Janan Derso, and we're going to go there. The main way we all stay plugged into time is through the Gregorian calendar. And now, this hasn't always been our calendar, right? It evolved from the Julian, which evolved from another Roman calendar. The bottom line is they were made from an ownership intention. These rulers of empires conquered lands and then charged people money to live on ancestral land. Now, I'm not going to get into any of the specifics, but that's the basics, right? 2,200-year-old calendar pattern. That's what I want to talk about. This is now modern day slavery, and it's in the system of taxation. Fast death is genocide, slow death is a taxation calendar. A good friend of mine explained it and couldn't be more true, right? These are both a type of control that suppresses the soul of who you are. Calendar days run you crazy as the ownership system harvests your energy through screens, commercials, social media, you name it. That alone will make you feel trapped or distracted instead of living your soul purpose. What I felt from trying to mother in this system was brutal. And we can all feel it. You don't have to be a mother to feel it, right? The calendar and the clock stress us out to think we are perpetually late for something and a bill is always due. For over 2,200 years, we have been spoon fed lies to a culminating falsity of being served everything from genetically modified food to cloned animals, misguided healthcare, and of course, reading the sky through astrology has also been distorted. The history of what and who and when everything was distorted is hard information to find. So I encourage you to look outside of the mainstream narrative. I had to. And really, my issue with the Gregorian calendar is its root isn't pure because it's a taxation based calendar linked to ownership that took the spirit out of living. So we're going to investigate calendars in more depth. Got videos about it, but briefly, Julius Caesar added 2 months before the spring in March, used to be the beginning of a lot of people's year, to the previous Roman calendar of 10 months in order to set the beginning of the solar year at January 1st. So all the people under his control could easily remember when your taxes rolled over to the next 12-month year. And guess what, folks? We are still living in this. Whether you believe in God or in the spirit of nature, you may still see the correlation. If you have been praying for a faith-based way to see time and calendars to match, then I have a method for you. My goal is to keep peace of mind, not stress, as the main goal of each day. By placing God in the center of the wheel, not suffering and taxation, we can harmoniously connect with the spirit in man and nature, again, as brotherly love, and change the words if you need to. I'm not triggered at all. In truth, it is our own suffering that we must let go of to ascend the ladder, right? You are the one hurting yourself here. Salvation is an inside job. Allow me to share more about this concept as a living pedagogy. If we reject the Gregorian calendar for its lack of natural rhythm, what are we going to use instead to ground into time? Well, I propose it's based on the biodynamic calendar. Although it's not fully the biodynamic calendar, this orientation provides you with the cosmic information for the day, the month, the year rhythms that orchestrate celestial time. When you consider the present sky coordinates, you can return to the original time and thus actualize your holy purpose. Now, again, this is always changing, right? We are hurtling through space. This method of tracking time is one seeded from love, though. Right? I'm not trying to own you, control you, or tell you what to do, but it's so that you can grow a beautiful, healthy Garden of Eden again. These calculations open up timelessness in the fulfillment of your life's purpose. Time is really based on the natural rhythms of the cosmos from the point of view of the earth. The path to restore heaven on earth, which means to reclaim your inheritance of peace of mind, is more attainable when you aren't looped in a stress cycle around time. Most of us are familiar with this heliocentric model, and the biodynamic almanac is actually a grounded look at the celestial sky from the viewpoint of the earth. Because we live on planet Earth, not the sun, it seems logical to consider our location in the universe as our collective point of reference for plant growth on the earth. When I realized when I was farming biodynamically was it transformed my whole attitude on life. Seeing the spiritual forces of the cosmos reflected in the living plants was only the beginning. So I took these timings off the field to restore natural rhythm in my life, and you can too. These timings are a method for enhancing optimal flow and inner growth, thus restoring natural rhythm in a world of chaos. The best way to start the process is to have your chart read because it shows your blueprint of love, not on ownership of your life. And I've got my links below. Peace.